90, but tonight he's all the way up to 199 pounds.
Here we go with the showdown you've all been waiting for. Championship of the world. Of 47 wins, only 1 defeat, with a record of 38 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. Roy Jones Jr. and Ruiz.
Want you to break. Step back. Let's go to work.
We are
that truck's fine.
To not throw large numbers in punches, although he does tend to throw them in bunches.
Riders. When he say break, these guys have got to step back.
Jones, who uses the jab sparingly most of the time, begins. Right hand over the top. Jones lands an uppercut.
He's not like Ball Foster, who won it, but he's not your pure counterpuncher, Roy. Jones has got an advantage because he's making the big man wait.
There's a different texture to the fight when they're in the center of the ring than when they're against.
He's not interested in it, so if you have an advantage of reach, he doesn't care about that. When you can see Jones have that much time.
Big right hand by Jones. Both men have made statements in round number 1.
He's trying to muscle Jones.
It's Ruiz 9 out of 42, Jones 11 out of 41. Fairly even.
He'll never duck his head down there again. That's what Jones is trying to do. He's going to sling a few because that's what you do.
He's jabbing. Gabe Murray said to John Ruiz between rounds, Roy Jones loves to fight. Picking his spots. Body shot.
More of a Jones fight than a Ruiz fight. Ruiz is not.
In the center of the ring, beating Ruiz to the punch. No, perilously close to the ropes, he circles away. All night long. But a few of them excellent clean shots. Hard to imagine that John Ruiz.
If you bigger, get tall.
That's what Jones is
to turn things around. Who's behind the referee? When he says break, he steps behind the referee.
Heavyweight style. In the early days of his career, he was a most
jabs I've ever seen Roy Jones
be fighting like a heavyweight is right now. No time to go back and
go into the body. And again, he believes Ruiz exactly it. I'm going to break his glass jaw.
Initiate the contact.
Rounds have been largely a sparring session for Roy Jones.
Down if you Ruiz.
Well, between rounds,
the light heavyweight division, firing jabs.
John Ruiz, 18 out of 90 punches. In other words, he's throwing 30 per round. Just like the way he's keeping that fight in the middle of the ring.
I've been in the ring with those smaller guys, and
there's a solid right cross by Jones.
Ruiz, have you seen his cup so high above his trunks?
Blood trickling from the left nostril.
Cautious, and that's what you've got to get in there and fight him. If you all of a sudden those little guys will knock your head off. Punch until he gets hit.
Accurately, Jones continues to look at the middle of Ruiz's chest. Ooh! He's
that can count. That can get him into the fight and get.
And John Ruiz
punches. He hits him with a clean right hand up to the odds, which reflected the belief.
There's power shots in 4. Jones 8 out of 18.
Get inside to him now.
Don't cover up.
One of the reasons Jones
still's got the power. You can't play around with him.
Ooh! And he's more vulnerable to the counterpunch.
The slap of that shot to Virgil Hill's body.
You beat a guy in the body, you got to be right back on him when they're
below his waist, George.
That's good, but don't sit, don't play and laugh.
The left hook. And another right cross.
It that way.
Another good round.
Comes into the right side, and there's the right hand. Says that he doesn't even like a fly to land on his face.
To Ruiz's 35 out of 160. Fight at a pace that might wear him down. Left here and play football. He's not playing football.
No, he's
boxing.
playing basketball.
To use his size and strength because
the trickle of blood from the left nostril of John Ruiz.
Around here someplace.
Straight right hand.
We're halfway through this fight. And I heard, my car.
He's toying with Ruiz the way he did with this. Now here goes John Jones. Hard body shot by Ruiz. Another round in.
Anything clean.
Making this fight look so easy, I don't know. Standing in the middle of the ring, getting
with 2 or 3 title defenses in which Jones didn't lose a round.
Enough to the ropes, well, he let it get away again. You got to get him close to power, but Jones is not a guy who's looking for a knockout.
Jones did indeed add some power to his punching.
No.
Division against outclassed opponents, he's gone 12 rounds.
And let a whole 2 minutes go by without doing a thing. Now he's got him against the ropes. He's got to go for it. That right hand hurt.
7 rounds, not much change in the flow. Ruiz tried.
Outclassed opponents couldn't.
So far, no.
So far, he has been.
And Jones punches him away.
All of that weight starts counting against you. And that's when he failed.
Fight, but he hasn't done enough of it, it would seem, to have a huge effect. Was able to handle it.
Roy Jones does not stand still.
Good quick shot.
Something out of an oil painting.
But Ruiz is again, and nothing has happened. Discouraged by that.
He takes a picture in the minds of the
clean punching, and that's what Roy Jones has been able to.
The drama of the fight, as well as the fight.
So if the judges were looking for a round to give to Ruiz, maybe that was it.
But he is also one of the smartest guys we've seen.
He beat his legs tonight. He wanted to keep his legs fresh by cutting money he's made in the ring compared to the amount of risk he's had to take to. Hard body shot.
That's who he's always been. Ever since the Tua fight.
It was 7 years ago. John Ruiz wants everybody to forget it.
Absolutely, Jim.
You got to understand that David Tua was 50 pounds. A good shot, right to the chest.
He got inside, pounded the body. Roy sort of just stayed on the outside and recalled it. Doing all the punching. It's all Roy Jones.
I have it.
This is Roy Jones's worst. Again, Jones more or less back.
He's using a jab tonight.
Oh, that's a good left hook in there.
It was low, but I guess they saw it wasn't intentional.
This round, but Jones has regained command with this right hand by Jones. Snapped Ruiz. Gives Jones left in the round as Jones gets away. Takes a left.
A transfusion of spirit to Ruiz. Trainer Alton Murchison, who
Norman Stone. Fighting is not.
Roy Jones has been, but that was a night when it was 110 degrees under
The ring to all of its corners, taking a little bit of punishment against the ropes. That'd be excellent.
Ruiz
can win 1 and a round or 2 in this fight. All he's doing is plugging forward again.
What Roy Jones has done so far.
Say that. That's not true. Don't go be hypocrites. You have to promote the fight. He's winning big because he's fighting a guy.
Nobody said he didn't have a title. He just says it's a paper title.
Roy Jones has been brilliant.
Applaud you for wanting to give.
Ruiz guys picking on Shaquille O'Neal.
And the crowd
hated the fight.
Scores about 117 to 111. Roy Jones.